Alright, so let's look at how we can set up a shared clipboard, because if you're doing things in VirtualBox but you're living on another system, sometimes you want to copy a URL or copy code or things like that. And right now, if I have something on my actual system that I copy and I try to paste it in here, it doesn't work, right? So the clipboard in my virtual system is different from the clipboard in my native system. So let's install a shared clipboard. So first thing you have to do is add some additional software support. So we're going to do sudo apt. Well, we don't have to do the update again because we already did that. So we'll do apt-get install, and we'll do build essential, gcc, make, and Perl. So add those four pieces. Put in your correct password. Say yes to install those. And this is the part I could not get to work well under version 7 of VirtualBox. So this is why we're doing 6.1. Alright, and then we got one more. We want to install gcc-12. Alright, and then we're going to come down to devices, and we're going to say install guest additions CD image. So if I look at my folder right now, it looks like this. So we're going to say device install guest addition CD image. So this is another virtual CD, and there we go. That's installed on the system. And so we can say let's just go ahead and sudo bash, and let's change into this directory, so media nic vbox. And you'll see in here something called vbox linux additions.run. So I'm going to say sh vbox linux additions.run, and let's see how this does. And this one you have to actually read the messages that come out, because if it fails, it's not very dramatic. But it will have a message saying where you can look for a log file. But with those sudo commands that we did a little while ago, this should succeed. And let me hop out of full screen mode while we're waiting for this to finish. And what we're going to do once this is finished is we're going to come up to the menu. Okay, so it's going to want us to restart. So we're going to come up to the menu, and we're going to go under devices, and we're going to say shared clipboard, and we'll enable bidirectional, and then we can just say reboot now. So here's my native system. And I'm just spending some time while we're waiting for Linux to boot up. So I'm just copying something onto my clipboard here. Well, I'll just copy this. And so let's open a terminal window and go into VI, and I'll just edit, paste, and it's got the thing that I copied from my native web browser. So so we've got a shared clipboard now. We also lost my window size, so let me go back to that's normally persistent. Alright, so that's a shared clipboard. The other thing we can do is we can set up a shared drive. So under devices, we can have a shared folder and set up something that's common between my virtual system and my native system. So let me go ahead . Let me make a native test area under my real system, and let's set up a shared drive. So the way this works, we went under device, shared folders, and let's go to the plus icon, and folder path is going to be the path on my native machine, so home nic native test, and I can copy and paste that because I got my shared clipboard, and then folder name, and then mount point is where it's going to appear on my virtual system, and so I'll just put it under I'll put it under home nic shared, and we'll say auto mount and make permanent, and then we'll say OK. So if I go into my terminal window, I see a shared folder, but I can't get into that folder because it's protected. So the group is VBox SF, so what I can do is I can add myself to the shared folder group, and so we do one more sudo command. So it's sudo usermod -a uppercase G VBox SF, and then your username on your Linux system here. And that should go ahead and add you to the group. So you need to log out. So I'll go ahead and log off. And then I'll log back in. I don't know why my window size is not persisting. Normally it does. Alright, so let's open our folder and let's look inside the shared folder, and there's nothing in there. And this is, you know, my native system, so I can say touch hello, and it creates a file called hello. And if I come into shared, there's my hello file. And if I create a new document here, so there's a file on the VBox system, and if I look on my native system, there's file on VBox system. So it's a shared folder, right? And basically under my home directory on VirtualBox, I can go into this shared area and I can put files in here and they'll pop up on my native system under what I've called native test. So now I can move files back and forth. So those two hooks, the shared folders and the shared clipboard, make it very easy to go back and forth between whatever your underlying system is and this virtual Linux system. So you can, you know, download your code from your browser on your native system and so on, and then copy and paste it or put it in a file and grab the file in your virtual Linux. Alright, that's pretty much all there is. You can tailor this environment, of course, however you like, which I recommend doing. That's the topic of CSE 224. Thanks, have a great day. Bye.